Choosing the right business structure is a key decision that will impact your taxes, liability, and business management. Let's explore some of the most common business structures for freelancers. First is sole proprietorship. It's the simplest and the most common business structure for freelancers. There is no legal distinction between you and your business in the structure. This means that you are personally responsible for all business debts and liabilities. While it's easy to set up and requires minimal paperwork, your personal assets could be at risk. Pros: easy to set up. It requires minimal paperwork and is often as simple as starting to work under your own name. Low costs. There are generally no formation fees or ongoing state compliance requirements. Complete control. You have full control over all business decisions without the need to consult with partners or shareholders. And cons. Unlimited personal liability. Your personal assets, like your home or savings, could be at risk if your business incurs debt or legal issues. And limited tax benefits. You may not have access to the same tax benefits and deductions that other business structures might offer. The next one is limited liability company. It's a popular choice for freelancers who want to protect their personal assets. In an LLC, your personal assets are generally protected from business liabilities, meaning that if your business is sued or incurs debts, your personal property is usually safe. An LLC also offers flexibility in managing and operating your business and can provide tax benefits, but it involves more paperwork and fees than a sole proprietorship. So, pros: personal asset protection. Owners are typically not personally liable for business debts and liabilities. Also, LLCs offer flexibility in management and operation, allowing you to choose between member-managed or manager-managed structures. Pass-through taxations. LLCs often benefit from pass-through taxation, meaning profits and losses are reported on the owner's personal tax return, avoiding double taxation. And some cons: formation cost and paperwork. Setting up an LLC involves more paperwork and initial costs than a sole proprietorship, including state filing fees and ongoing compliance requirements. Self-employment taxes. Depending on your state and income, you might still be subject to self-employment taxes on earnings. Complexity in multi-country operations. If you plan to operate in multiple countries, each country may have different regulations and filing requirements for LLCs. Some freelancers may decide to form a corporation, particularly if they plan to grow their businesses significantly or they are building a startup and seeking investors. A corporation is a separate legal entity from its owners, providing the highest level of protections for personal assets. However, corporations are more complex and expensive to set up and maintain and have stricter regulatory requirements. The naming of each structure might differ depending on where in the world you are, but the general idea remains the same. In most cases, freelancers go by sole proprietorship or LLC, depending on the level of income and expenses, specific needs, risk tolerance, and growth plans. A sole proprietorship might be sufficient if you are starting out and want a simple setup. An LLC could be a better option if you're concerned about liability or plan to expand. However, it's always a good idea to consult with a legal or financial advisor to determine the best structure for your freelance business.